Have you ever noticed that after being hurt enough number of times in your life, something inside you changes? You trust less, you feel less, you share less, you love less openly, you become more guarded, you become more independent, you become more careful, and everybody tells you, good, now you're becoming strong. But tell me something, are you? Or have you simply built walls where your heart once lived? Because there's a difference between becoming powerful and becoming emotionally unavailable. There's a difference between having boundaries and building barriers. There's a difference between protecting your peace and protecting yourself from life itself. And today we are talking about how to redefine power without losing that softness inside of you. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. I'm your host, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach and the founder of the Freedom Divas Hub. And today's conversation is very, very personal because I meet so many women, all the time who tell me, you know what, Ratika, I've become a stronger person now. But when we talk a little bit longer, when they are, really opening up with me, one realizes that it's not strength, it's protection they are describing. So, when they say they are becoming stronger, they are only protecting themselves. They are no longer trusting people. They feel, oh, I trusted, you know, the wrong person, and this is what happened with me, and I'm not going to trust anybody anymore. They don't ask for help, they keep everyone at a distance. They create this boundary because they feel that, okay, now nothing can touch me, nothing can hurt me, nothing can come close to me. They've even stopped expecting much from relationships. They've convinced themselves that needing no one is the safest way to live. I don't need anyone in my life. And while this may feel very powerful, it is often pain which is wearing this mask of strength. Now, the truth is, life has its way of changing us. Heartbreak changes us, betrayal changes us, disappointment changes us, being taken for granted changes us. And sometimes, after enough emotional wounds, we make an unconscious promise to ourselves that no one will ever hurt me like this again. So, I understand that it's the damn thing. It's very understandable. But somewhere between healing and self protection, a lot of women lose something which is more precious. Their openness, they being themselves, their warmth, their ability to receive, their willingness to trust. Here's what I have learned. True power is not becoming harder. It's becoming wiser. It's knowing how to protect your heart without closing it. It's about knowing how to set boundaries without building walls. It's about knowing how to trust yourself without disturbing anybody else. And that's the kind of power we are exploring today. So, number one, real power does not need to prove itself. Remember that. When we are hurting, we often feel the need to appear strong. We start pretending we are strong. We want to prove to ourselves also that we are over it, that we don't care, that we don't need anyone anymore. But authentic power is really quiet. It does not perform, it does not compete, it does not seek any external validation. It simply knows its own worth. The strongest women in the room are the calmest ones. Number two, boundaries are not walls. Many women confuse boundaries with emotional distance. They stop letting anybody in. They stop trusting, they stop opening up to others. They feel that, okay, they others should not know who they really are. But you know what? Boundaries are not designed to keep love out. They are designed to keep disrespect out. That's the reason you set boundaries, right? You set boundaries so that nobody can walk over you. You don't set boundaries so that nobody loves you. A wall says nobody gets close. A boundary says only healthy people allowed inside. So there's a profound difference. Number three, softness is not weakness. Somewhere along the way, many women begin to believe that softness makes them very vulnerable. That the minute they are being soft means that they are giving other person the impression that, okay, fine, I'm available, I can be taken for granted, and you know, I'm very vulnerable. But compassion is not weakness. Kindness is not weakness. Empathy is not weakness. Your softness becomes dangerous only when it exists without any discernment. So you can have a soft heart, but strong standards at the same time. Both can exist together. Number four, emotional independence does not mean that you have to be emotionally isolated. Being emotionally empowered does not mean that you don't need anybody in your life. It means that you don't lose yourself while you love somebody else. You can ask for support. You can receive love. You can lean on somebody's shoulder and still remain emotionally grounded. Power is not about needing nobody. Power is knowing you will be okay if somebody else leaves. Number five, healing makes you more open and not more closed. And this is the biggest shift of all. Pain closes us, healing reopens us. Not recklessly, but very, very wisely. You become more discerning, you become more emotionally aware, you become more intentional, but you don't stop loving, you don't stop trusting, you don't stop falling in love. You simply stop ignoring the red flags. You'll at least welcome green, isn't it? You just stop ignoring the red flags. And that's not hardness, that's emotional maturity. So if today's episode resonated with you, I want you to know that you don't have to become hard to become powerful. You don't have to stop believing in love. You don't have to stop trusting people. You don't have to stop being who you were, that lovely, caring person. You don't have to stop feeling. Because the goal of healing is not to become untouchable. The goal of healing doesn't mean that you have to be all by yourself, all alone. The goal is just to become unshakable. And that's a beautiful difference, isn't it? An untouchable woman builds walls because she's afraid of being hurt. An unshakable woman builds boundaries because she trusts herself to handle whatever comes her way. One lives from fear, the other lives from freedom. So if you've been confusing protection with power, I invite you to ask yourself today, am I protecting my heart or am I caging myself? Because the strongest version of you is not the one who feels nothing, it is the one who can truly love deeply, speak honestly, walk away when necessary, and still keep her heart open to life. That's real power. So, well, that's it for today. Like, comment, share this episode if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow or subscribe to the Flight to Fulfillment podcast on either YouTube or Substack or Apple or Spotify, wherever you're more comfortable. so that you don't miss out on a single dose of inspiration coming your way. Until next time, this is me, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, signing off for now but asking you to protect your peace, honor your heart, and remember that the most powerful woman is not the one who really feels nothing. She's the one who has every reason to become hard, and she consciously chooses wisdom instead. Much gratitude to all of you. See you in the next podcast. Bye bye.